Welcome back to the Ultimate Griddle Show. Today we're showing you how we make a steak smothered California burrito, or burrito California.
A smothered California burrito with steak.
There we go. No matter what you call it, we're going to call it crazy delicious, we hope. You want to see us knock this out on the griddle? Stick around while we dig in. This one is staring at me in the face, and so we're going to talk about this process quickly because I cannot wait to dig in to that right there. I don't want that queso to get too cold or anything. It is on the hot griddle still, so hopefully it's keeping nice and toasty.
Yep. The thing that makes it a California burrito historically is French fries instead of rice and things like that.
So the idea of the California burrito was birthed in San Diego, California, and it replaced fries, typically the beans and rice
with fries.
With fries, and that's the way we made these today. But Brett, let's get into the groceries. Let's talk about the cook. What did we do for this one? We are using this Mexican 4-cheese blend from Tillamook. It was on sale. That's why we went with it. We got 3 for, I think it was buy 2 get 1 free or something like that. And we kept it simple. We purchased some pico de gallo, some guacamole, and sour cream. Like I said, keeping it simple. Now we are using this steak. This is, we wanted to go with just regular strip steak. Normally we're using carne asada, but we're not marinating this because we're going to cook it with salt and pepper the way they do in my local restaurant. Absolutely love it. And then we've got these La Banderita massive
14-inch
tortillas. And what makes it California?
The fries.
And last but not least, already cooking on the griddle, we've got this glowing queso blanco. Now, a word to the wise. After we got the groceries and got these all set up and good to go, we salted and peppered the steaks while the griddle was coming to temperature. Brett, did we let the griddle get all the way to temperature?
No, we didn't, and we should know better by now. If you're going to do steaks or things like smash burgers, you want this thing screaming hot. It was hot. It cooked the steaks. We just didn't get the sear that we wanted. Now, before we put the steaks on, we actually were warming up our queso.
One thing, too, I wanted to point out is if you see this, all we're doing is salting and peppering. Historically, these burritos are going to be marinated carne asada cuts. Instead, we just wanted salt and pepper because where I'm at in the Orlando area, the 2 of my favorite restaurants, when they do their steaks, they only use salt and pepper, and they're spectacular, so that's what we went with here. Before all this, we actually prepped some amazing
3-ingredient queso, and it is the best. From what I've learned, this is what the traditional Mexican restaurants use. They don't do a roux. There's no flour and butter involved. It's literally whole milk, white American cheese, and then the pickled jalapeno, chopped up jalapeno. I just checked the milk. It's about room temperature, so it's going to start warming and melting this cheese. Now, the reason why we leave it on such a low temperature is because you don't want to burn the milk.
Right.
It will burn
or the
easily.
cheese.
And, and the cheese for that matter. So you keep it low and slow like this, and then it will slowly melt and build up as you add more cheese. So I'm just going to add a couple pieces now. We'll leave it at that.
When I take the cheese, I actually break it up so it melts quicker. But yeah, and we'll just put 1 or 2 pieces about every 30 seconds to a minute. We'll do this until this really starts to thicken. So it came up to temp. It took 6 minutes. And so we'll do this for the next 6 to 10 minutes like this. We've done queso several times. In fact, on our channel, we have it a couple times, and we're about to do it again because this 3-ingredient is our absolute favorite. I've always done a roux before. This time, no roux, just a cup of milk. When I had just about all the cheese in, we went ahead and put 2 teaspoons worth of this pickled jalapeno. So good. Now, if you want it spicy, add a lot of the juice. If you don't want it spicy, literally, this has little to no kick. You just taste the jalapenos in it. This is absolutely delicious.
I've made it without.
Yes, but I will say this batch, we both agree, this batch is the best batch of queso we've ever made.
I don't know what it is, but yes, it's absolutely to die for.
So now the queso's done, Brett, let's get to the cook. We already talked about, we tossed the steaks on. They didn't get get the sear that we wanted, but it cooked, and that's all that mattered.
Exactly right. There was like maybe 3 or 4 minutes on the griddle, then we pulled it and let them rest for a minute. So then once it rested, we started cutting the steaks really small because we want really small chunks in this, or strips, if you will. And then so we started building them on these huge 14-inch tortilla shells. So threw down the steak first. Then we went with this Tillamook cheese blend.
Now, this is farmer's cut, so these are larger, thicker pieces of cheese than our normal shredded cheese, but it was on sale. It's what we grabbed, so that's why we're going with that one.
Yep, so we did that. Then we threw on the pico de gallo, then the guacamole, then the sour cream, and the topper is these homemade double-fried French fries that we made right here in the kitchen.
Absolutely loved frying those up, and the fries turned out spectacular. These are a little bit more shoestring.
Yep.
We're able to pile them up. The first burrito, a little bit smaller, so we wanted to use the rest of the steak and make this huge.
Yep, so then as we rolled it, we would be remiss if we didn't top it and smother it with this amazing homemade queso.
And here we are about to enjoy it. So we were definitely trying, we could just grab this and shove it in our pie holes, except for that queso's make it a little bit
a little bit harder
Very
to do
messy.
that. So we're going to go ahead and dig on it, Brett. Like we
Fork and
say,
knife situation.
Like we say, it can look amazing.
This looks absolutely amazing. This is a big, huge burrito.
Like we say, it can smell amazing.
Oh my goodness. Can I get a smell? Yeah.
Smell, yeah, you can. But if it doesn't taste amazing, this is all for naught.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I can smell.
I'll eat to that, my
real
brother.
The fries.
That is a restaurant quality burrito. Simple salt and pepper on that steak.
So good.
And those fries, you can taste everything in that burrito.
That's a banger.
Those homemade French fries are amazing. The steak is awesome. I would change nothing about
Nothing.
this.
Zero.
If you enjoyed this video, if it gave an idea of something else that you can cook on your griddle, make sure and give the video a thumbs up. We really do appreciate it. It's one way in which you can support us and what we do here on the Pit Boss Grills channel. Also, if you haven't yet, make sure and subscribe so you don't miss content like this, not only from us, but as well as from other creators right here on the Pit Boss channel.
And of course, don't forget to go over to the Waltwins where you can check out all our content over there. We're also on all the social media platforms.
That's right, man. Well, I want to get up out of here. I want to finish this. We've got the other one we got to wrap up. I got to take this home to my kiddos. My
That's right.
family's going to eat this one. I can't wait. So let's just wrap this up.
So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on
The Ultimate Griddle Show.